Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Jurassic World the game time, and it's Friday, which means we have a tournament. And today we have a tournament for a brand new Gen 2 creature, the Parasaurolophus Gen 2, with some sort of bioluminescence on it. Apparently this is something off of Camp Cretaceous, which they've also got a bunch of. They've rebranded some of their packs to have this like Camp Exploration, Camp Carnivore. I'm assuming based off of the new series that's out. Even got watch the trailer for the exciting new Camp Cretaceous series. So it's interesting. But that is, let's go back to that. That is where this creature, I believe, is coming from. I have not watched the series, but apparently it has got this guy in it. So anyways, we've got a tournament for him. So hopefully we'll get to see some of them, because I'm really curious to see what this creature looks like. So hopefully the game will want to pair us up against some bots with that guy. But anyways, let's get into it, and let's make this Dominator run. Everything that I'm looking at for the tournament tells me that this should be just your basic everyday Jurassic tournament. We have no rules. We have no funky information that's leading us to believe anything otherwise. So let's see. Let's make this run. Let's see what we get. Let's get into our creature mode here. Find our Monolophosaurus. There he is. There we go. Let's see if we get a basic matchup, which we should, unless the game is feeling spicy. It seems okay. This is the first tournament we've had since the update has come out, so it's potential they have changed something. So far, so good. So, update on the for VIP members. You are not getting anything this month. At least that seems to be what the case is going to be. On my last video, I talked about the SDNA slots for the SDNA building, and we were supposed to get another one at the end of month 6 here, coming up. And apparently, we have already gotten it. Apparently, Ludia, in their great way of being able to identify bugs before they release anything, apparently I didn't realize that we've had 3 slots in the SDNA building, even though we've posted it numerous times on the forums. And I don't know how many times. I really don't watch my videos. I don't expect them to watch my videos, but I can't be the only one, and I'm not the only one that's had this many slots available on the VIP building. But it was supposed to only release with two slots. So if you were a VIP member before the new resources, the new buildings, all that kind of stuff came out, you more than likely have 3 slots already unlocked. Apparently we're only supposed to have 2. And so it's not so much that we're not getting anything this month. It's more so that we already have what they were anticipating giving us. So in a way, that's good that we got it for, 6 months before we were supposed to have it. So that's nice, but it is kind of a bummer because I didn't realize that we had it, that we had this great benefit the whole time, and I was expecting to get another slot, a fourth slot, come month 6, based on my perception of how things were being awarded, right? Nothing in any of the stuff that I saw in game said you should only have 2 slots. You should have 2. The third slot will be available in month 6, and obviously we didn't even have month 9 available on the list initially. The only reason that we even saw a 4 slot pop up recently was because they did the update and added month 9 information, and that's obviously in the last video where I said, hey, month 9 is where we're getting this thing. So let me go and talk about this. So in here, obviously it says unlock at month 9. Apparently where my Sarcosuchus DNA SDNA slot is, it should say unlock at month 6, but it's been unlocked ever since the SDNA building became available. So I mean, it's nice that we've had it for 6 months, and we shouldn't have had it for 6 months, I guess. That's one way to look at it. The other way to look at it is, I thought we were getting a 4th slot in month 6. And we didn't have that 4th slot there. This didn't exist before. The spot only opened up when they added the new benefits. So when they added month 8, month 9, month 10, and so on, they added that extra spot. But again, to players that were not aware of that, and they haven't announced anything, they mentioned it on the forums after I asked a question about it, like I said I would in my last video, but they have not said anything like on any of their social media platforms. They haven't said anything in game. Now, ultimately, anybody that was a VIP member after the new resources came out, and I believe it would have been after they got the SDNA site, which I don't know if that would have been after. Actually, no, it wouldn't have been after. It might have been sometime, like, if you started VIP after they started releasing these things, you probably only have 2 slots unlocked, and your VIP building probably says unlock the 3rd slot on month 6, and now unlock the 4th slot on month 9. And so for all of those folks, they wouldn't have any clue that, and they would just be expecting, their 3rd slot to be unlocked. It's kind of a weird thing, but I just find it odd that they choose not to address things ahead of time. Even when they know it's an issue, they don't like to announce that it's an issue. It's like they just like to wait and see who's going to have a problem with it, or who is going to notice something that's wrong, or who's going to say, hey, my instant fuse lab has destroyed one of my, or 2 of my creatures that I was fusing. I didn't get the creature I was trying to fuse. These have things that I feel like if they got out ahead of them and announced something to the rest of the players, hey, there's an issue with this, don't do that, like, they would cut down on so much of their tickets that they get. At least I would think it would. But it's just such a weird way that they operate sometimes. I don't follow why they do what they do all the time. This doesn't make sense. Do I not have... we'll go with Ostrophicosaurus, I think. Yeah. Didn't have the creature I was looking for, so... going here? Of course, we get some amphibians, which shouldn't be too big of a deal. They're fairly weak, but weak enough not to kill us. Might actually swap. Don't worry about it here. But yeah, it's just odd. Like from a company perspective or a business perspective, getting down ahead of a problem is always the better course of action. Stick your head in the ground and not address issues. It's just a poor way to run a business. It's just odd that they choose to do it that way. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. All right, so he's got nothing left. We got amphibians coming in after us. Weak amphibians, mind you, at least weak from an attack standpoint. Excellent. The attack is beautiful. It's perfect. All right, so we'll do 2. That should be enough to take him out. Oh, it's not. Let's do 3. And we can survive a 2 shot. All right, we've got this in the bag. Regardless of what he does. Oh gosh, so excited that the smoke in our part of Northern California has finally subsided. It's so much nicer outside for everybody that's in fire territory. I hope that everything is good for you and that you are being safe and that things are getting better depending on where you are. But yeah, it's been interesting as far as weather outside. Food, yay. All right, level 71 hunter. Let's see what we're gonna come up against here. Let's see. Stuff coming off cooldown. Jurassics. Go the other way this time. Just because I'm out in the garage today, so hopefully that's leaf blower in the background is not too loud. Let's see, let's go. Let's go with a Troodon. Might be a little bit overkill, but I'm okay with that. Again, for folks that don't understand why I'm doing what I'm doing, the various levels of the tournament, both from league perspective and rank within that league, has its own threshold for the level of team you need to bring in order to get a match that you can participate in without being destroyed. And so I like to float the line of just enough to be able to do the match and get the maximum amount of trophies potential for it. Now I could just go, I have plenty of creatures at the top end where I could just do, level 20 or 30 VIPs all the way through, and not have to worry about picking anything. But I like to try to maximize my creature usage. And so in order to do that, I like to gradually increase my team. And for those that don't have super deep benches, this is a way to get maximum usage out of all of your creatures. You know, don't use your top end creatures in, you know, Survivor League or in Hunter League or in Hatchling. You know, use them as you need them. So it's just another way to, you know, approach battles. I know some folks just, you know, level 30 VIPs all the way through because you just have a ton of them, and that's awesome. It's awesome that works for you. I don't know what I don't say it's really, for me, it's about you know, maximization usage, and I like to use some of these creatures I don't use otherwise. You know, I'm never going to use a level 10 Troodon in any of my other matches. It's just not going to happen. Or was that level 20 Troodon? I don't remember. But anyways, I'm not going to use those lower level creatures for anything else ever. They don't have events unless they do some sort of ruled event where you can only use smaller creatures of this particular type. I'll take DNA. Level 98 Predator. Let's see what we're gonna do here. Let's see. 1410, 539. Should be an okay matchup. Yep, that's an okay matchup. And so the reason that I do the matchups that I do, or the lineups that I do, is I am trying to, I don't want to say trick the game, but I'm trying to use the coding that's available in the game from the way I understand it from just lots and lots of battles, to give myself the best chance at getting an easier matchup to deal with. So I use the 2 pterosaurs alongside a carnivore, because I'm hoping that the game sees those pterosaurs and then gives me his herbivores, because they're thinking that he's got pterosaurs, and we want to make sure that he's got a tough match, right? So we're going to give him herbivores because we want him to go up against something that's tougher than his creatures. But in doing so with the offset, the hope is I do get herbivores, but they're going to be weaker than my carnivore, and obviously I'm going to have class advantage. But, you know, it is, sometimes the game wants to give you an easy matchup, and so it throws amphibians at you. When in reality, that's not what you were hoping for. You're really hoping for, you know, the herbivores, and then it becomes actually a very hard matchup because you're doing amphibians. But again, with that, those level 1s, the game is trying to give you kind of even level creatures to go up against. It's rare that they give you an off-balance lineup to the extent that you're bringing the off-balance lineup, right? So if I bring level 1 commons with a high-level creature in the middle, it's not going to bring level 1 commons and a higher creature in the middle. It's going to try to come up with a team that's kind of even based. Now, sometimes the team will definitely have a stronger creature than the rest of them, but not to the extent that I'm bringing. Not that big of a disparity. 75 DNA. Been on a run of just ever since I got that pack a few tournaments back of just not dismal rewards, but just seems like dismal rewards. But I will take DNA every time. I'll take it every time. Need the DNA, especially since they seem to have reset the trade harbor from giving us those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rare hybrids all the time. 1624. Oh, I'm gonna go level 30 Troon on here. Okay. Okay, not too bad. A lot of health on that first carnivore. It's okay. No amphibians, which is nice. So we got Pterodon Gen 2 though. I really want to see the Parasaurolophus Gen 2 in battle. Really, really, really want to see that. I'm sure at some point in the tournament we'll get to see that, but I was hoping that today we'd also get to see it. So we can go all three here. So we can survive a 2-shot from the Rajastega. If he does not attack, we'll probably swap. Okay, so he does attack. Might swap anyways, actually. Because it's going to take 2 to kill him. We cannot survive 2 from our friendly Pteranodon. Here we go. Oh, 2, 3, 1. 2 attack, 3 block, 1 reserve. Let's hope this Pteranodon Gen 2 decides to go for it. Of course, he did not go for it. We are going to go for it because we assume he's not blocking fire. There we go. The chances of him blocking 4, which is what he would have had to have done, are slim, and so that's why I always go for it in that case. Every once in a while, you will run across a time where they are blocking all 4, but that is much, 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 much more rare than them blocking 3 or less. And if you don't go for it and they are blocking, like if he was blocking, 1 in that case, he's going to have 7 the next time. So even if I would have blocked all 5, I still would have been vulnerable. Okay, level 15. What do we have for level 15? This is Carnoraptor territory. So put the Carnoraptor in. Our fleet of Carnoraptors. Thank you, Rare Hybrid Trades from the Custom Trades. All right, another doable battle. No Gen 2. Should be, again, another straightforward battle. Yeah, I really want to see what this creature looks like out in the wild. There's a lot of good ideas on the forums around how they can make this have an opportunity to have like a nighttime function in the park, which would be awesome if they mirrored it with your clock, I guess, on your phone. I know the game clock runs irrespective of what time zone you are in. And so that might cause a problem for them to do that. As far as all of a sudden it would be nighttime in your game, but it'd be daytime where you are. If they ran it off the internal clock of the game, but if they ran it off of your phone or device's clock, then they'd be able to, give you daytime, nighttime. I think it would be really, really cool. I think it'd be great. Okay, good. Oh, that wasn't enough to kill him. Oh, shoot. I thought that was... That's not good. That's not good at all. We might have lost this. Yep, we've lost this. Dang it. That's what I get for not paying attention. Yep. And we're toast. That was silly. That was silly. Well, let's go try that again. Come on, attack. Doing the same matchup because that was user error on my part. User error. That was not the game's fault. Of course, I get a much tougher matchup this time. That's okay, though. That's okay. That's 2 videos in a row that I've dropped a headphone. Need to keep my fingers away from my ears. Let's see, this is another... to do all 3. To do 3 again to take out this guy. We are now in another predicament here. We're gonna have to see if we can get this guy into a 3 block. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm gonna have to chance it here. Nope, we're about to die. Yep. Well, so what I was trying to, because this is going to take 3 to kill him, last creature only has to do 1 to kill us. We wouldn't have been able to swap out. Really needed him to attack when there was 3. If we would have attacked when there was 3, we could have potentially swapped to our throwaway creature. He would have had 4. He probably used all 4 to take us out. And then we could have done 3 and then blocked 4 on the next turn. And then we would have had to have hoped that the opponent would have gone for all attack, since it would only take 1 to kill us. Oh, well, there's a herbivore, so that's good news. And we got decent creatures on the other side. Hello, Brachiosaurus. You're a sight for sore eyes. We're not going to kill the Brachiosaurus. I'm going to let him swap out or attack with it. I'm guessing he switches to the Metrophodon. That's my guess. Oh no, he's gonna attack. Okay. Okay, well, I guess we will attack you. It's just got one left. I have to do this because if he's not blocking, which he is, but if he wasn't blocking, he would have been able to kill us. Because he would have had 5 and we would have only had 3. It was only going to take 2 from Metrophodon to kill us. So he's got 1 left. So we're going to go ahead and swap out here. Should use all 4. Should be best case scenario. There we go. Anyway, got enough to take out the Carnoraptor. Carnoraptor v Carnoraptor. Alright, this should take us into Dominator. Still no Parasaurolophus Gen 2 yet. And the stats are decent on it, which is nice for just a tournament creature. It's got pretty good stats. It's right between Brachiosaurus and Amogosaurus. Hey, all right, 1,000 DNA. Take that. All right, let's get 1 Dominator. And the reason why I switch over to amphibians here, and it's actually not the case anymore, but when I initially was doing these types of lineups, there was only Metrophodon and Shortorcus as pterosaurs, high-end pterosaurs, but there's way more high-end carnivores, way more, and so you have a better chance of getting paired up with some carnivores by bringing in the herbivores than you are being paired up with pterosaurs. And so switch over to the amphibians because in tournaments, unlike in PvE, the game is limited to giving you the real creatures that players can get. Even though you're not fighting against real players, they're limited to only bringing creatures that have attainable levels. So you're never going to see a level 41 plus in a tournament, and at least until they change that rule. But currently, you're not going to find any high level, any unattainable level creatures. Because of that, there's a limited number of creatures that they can bring you that are at the ferocity that they're trying to attain. Whereas in PvE, it's unlimited. They can pick any creature they want to and then just buff the level. They can pick a common and make it level 2,000 or whatever, if that's the ferocity that they need from that creature. And so it's one of those. It's nice that you're not facing those crazy high creatures, but it does limit the creatures that you will face. But it is what it is. Hopefully he goes for it. He does not. Okay, so the question is he blocking, he's got 5. Is he blocking 3 or more? If he's blocking, we're gonna go for it. God. Well, that was a coin toss there. But I should have known he was going for 6. But he could have been going for 7. That's one of the things. If he was going for 7, we still would have survived, wouldn't we? Yeah. Should have blocked for 4. Because the chances he was going for 8 is slim. If he would have had 7, he probably would have attacked all out, and then we could have killed him afterwards. That's my fault. That's my fault. Back to amphibians. It's okay, because we have plenty of amphibians that we can throw at this. And it gives us another chance to see a Parasaurolophus Gen 2? Maybe? Nope. We do get to see a very nasty pterodactylus. Very nasty pterodactylus. It's a 2-shot, 1 block. What we're gonna need to do here. Swap in the pterodactylus. Hope he goes for 2, and then we will swap. There we go, perfect. We should go for 3 because he can kill us with 1. We only have 2 points available to guarantee the kill. Here we go. Is it gonna take 3 to kill him? Or 4? I hope it's only 3. There we go, okay. Why? Because we need to actually block 3 here. And the Deplator goes for it. That's best case scenario if he goes for 4. If he doesn't go for 4, we have to take another guess. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Just need him to go for at least 2. There we go. Okey-dokey. Let's see what we get. Last spin wheel. There's a lot of packs. Oh, another 1,000 DNA. Yes. I'll take it. I'll take it. All right. So that is the run to Dominator. Nothing too fancy, nothing too crazy. A couple of weird, funky battles, but that's my own fault. It's not anybody else's fault. But yeah, so here's where he falls. So it falls right between a Margosaurus and Brachiosaurus. It's almost got Brachiosaurus's attack. He's short 30 or so attack. And he's got, 80 or so less health. Less health than a Margosaurus, but 40 more attack. So that's nice. DNA cost-wise, he is between 7,550 and 7,500. He could be 7,500, I don't know, could be 7,525, could be 7,550, could be somewhere in between there. But that's where he falls. So he's not going to be as expensive as Brachiosaurus, and he's going to be at least as expensive as a Margosaurus. But yeah, so we'll just have to wait and see once we unlock him on Monday. I'm very curious to see what he is going to look like at level 40. Should be very, very cool looking. I'm sure if we were to find Somebody online probably already has him unlocked and leveled up is my guess, but I will wait to see what he looks like. And hopefully I will face him in some battles in Dominator. So, but yeah, so that's that is, let's see what we get here. We got that. Oh, we got more clock towers. Taking the clock towers. I'm gonna start swapping around some of my paddocks here and eliminating some of my paddocks that I have. And so we're gonna need some more clock towers to do that. Let's put these guys down. I don't need this guy anymore. I'm gonna start doing packages of 2 of my 5 slot creatures. I'm putting away some of my lower end rares as I continue to build up creatures by putting in and giving additional boost to existing creatures. I can offset the cost of putting away some of the creatures. And I do have creatures that don't get touched by revenue towers. I like Brachiosaurus. I'm probably going to keep out because it's Brachiosaurus. Even though he has very low coinage creation, I'm still going to keep him out. But yeah, so I'll start putting stuff away and start adding more clock towers and having less creatures out. Because from a coins perspective, it'll be the same or even a net gain on coins, depending on how I can manipulate the layout. But yeah, so we'll see. But let's go pick up. Yes, we did participate. Yes, we went through Prey. Yes, we went through Hunter. And yes, we made it to Dominator. We had a double VIP event today, which is nice. There's still a glitch that they haven't fixed in the game. Take it. And I'll go ahead and collect these items here. Collect the other ones later. But yeah, so we'll see you guys on the next video. Everybody stay safe. If you're in fire territory, I hope all the best for you. But heed all the warnings that they're giving you. And otherwise, we'll see you guys on the next video.
If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell will ensure that you'll be notified as I release videos on the channel. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. If there is something specific you would like a video on in the game, please leave a message in the comment section below on what you would like to see. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.